Hello Taurus, this is Olivia from Tarot. I am here to do your last week of August reading. I'm going back to the old way. This is you and this is your person, or it might, remember, it might switch. But anyway, your cards are very interesting here. On your side, you've got the Two of Wands, the Emperor, Justice, and then the Nine of Wands in reverse. To me, when you look at this card, it looks like about right here. Well, look at the card first. But it looks like about right there, there's a split in the road. You can either go down that path or you can go down this path. And if you go down this path, it looks like you're going to be walking into dark woods, whereas this path is going to be lit by the sun. So you're at what they do call this the crossroads card, which I understand that, but I kind of have a feeling that something triggered that. I really do. I feel like it's not, normally it comes up in like midlife crisis to me. But now, sometimes there's something that triggers it and it makes you have to look at it, at an earlier age. And then the Emperor here, look at what he's doing. I love this deck. But look at what he's doing. He's standing in the middle of a bridge. It's like he's also at a crossroads. Do I go this way or do I go that way? So there's some kind of major decision that you're really struggling with. And I think whatever decision you make, it looks like it's going to be justifiable, meaning it's going to go in your favor. But I think the main cause of it is something to do with this Nine of Wands in reverse. This Nine of Wands in reverse, it's kind of like all of the things that you've gone through in your lifetime. And you're kind of tired of all the battles that you've been through. You're at the point where you don't want to even have to deal with that anymore. It's like you realize at this point in your life that you don't want this in your life anymore. You don't want to have to do battles all the time. And if this was my reading, I would say, yes, I agree with that 100%, because who wants to have a battle? Even if it's like once every 2 years or every 3 years, it's like, why battle? And when I mean battle, I'm not talking about beating up somebody. I'm talking about struggles within families or struggles within work, struggles with employers. It can be anything on that nature, but you're tired of it. You're very exhausted. And you're actually ending it. And I think it's got something to do with this picking the right path. Or a path. I'm not going to say. And it could be the Emperor's on that bridge because he's waiting for you to make a decision. You need to make, this is your first card out. You need to make a decision. Which one of those paths are you going to choose? Because as soon as you make it, then he's going to go down it and it's going to be justifiable. And it's got something to do with all of this heartache and pain and bad memories and old patterns, things on that nature that you keep repeating. That's got to go. And that's why you're given the opportunity to make that decision. Now, on your person's side, this is the Queen of Wands, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower, and the Devil. So they have their own set of issues right here. But to me, I'm wondering, with the Queen here, she's very self-sufficient. She really doesn't need anybody. She's got it all. She's got education. She's got beauty. She's got intelligence. She's got it all. She's got training. So, with that said, is this your person feeling as if they're stuck in their ways deliberately by choice? And they don't want to make a change. And if this is somebody that you're trying to connect with, Taurus, if this is your person and you're trying to connect with them, they're really struggling with making a change. And it also indicates that there's possibly this queen, possibly, if this is your person or your person's whatever, it's like financially this isn't a balanced deal. It's like they're taking money from your person and they already have plenty. Does that make sense? It's kind of one of those where they're pretending like they don't have enough money, but they really do, and they're asking you for a handout. And your person's been doing it. But the divine sees right through that. He says, no way, we are not going to have this anymore. This cannot continue. It could be a Capricorn, or this card also talks about addictions, and the one addiction that it would seem that would fit in, there's an addiction called codependency. And if this is your person, say this is somebody that you know, and this is their person, and they're getting ripped off, the divine's coming in, the reason why they might not be able to move out of a situation because they don't like change is because it might have something to do with an addiction to someone or an obsession with someone. Because it sounds like there's an is this possibly a 3-party situation? That this is your person and they're trying to break free, but under the circumstances, it's a struggle for them? And are they codependent, perhaps? You guys, I'm gonna have to link this because I know I use it a lot because it's such a big deal. But the codependency, I might try to find a YouTube video and I'll link it up to my communications board. But anyway, that's what I have for now. But this also talks about, I think both of you, because you're kind of at a struggling point too. You know what you want to do, but I think you need to make sure you understand which path you choose. You may need to do that internal hermit visit and, ask questions from within yourself and get the answer from within yourself. And your person needs to do the same thing. They really do. This just seems so unfair. Unfair. All right, I'm going to do... I'm not going to do a lot of clarifying. I usually have been doing 2 cards here and 2 here, and then the link and a last one. Let's look and see what on your side, Taurus. What is it that I have a feeling that the reason why you're having to make a choice in a different path is because I think you've been hanging on to this person too long, and it might be time to let them go. If this is them having a hard time leaving a situation, even with the tower moment coming, and they live through that, it's like they don't have it. An obsession is so strong. It's tough. It just seems like this situation's, I'm not sure what to say about it. Let's get some clarifiers before we determine. Yeah, you have to take a leap of faith. You can't keep dreaming about this situation. You need to turn your back on it, which you're doing. Your back is facing this person, and you are literally doing it on your own. It's the white rose in this person's hand indicates purity. And this is telling me that with the pureness within your heart, you are going to make the right choice on the path to choose. And I have no doubt. I mean, you see the sun here. Look at the sun back here between those 2 mountains. I have no doubt that you're going to do that. But anyway, of course, it's always your choice to make. And then the second card here. I think you're looking for unconditional love with someone. And I think and maybe you felt that was with this person, but maybe you don't feel that it's ever going to happen. And maybe this is them telling us that This is the person that you were literally wanting. Let's see what's over here. There's not going to be a victory. There's not going to be a victory because somebody's afraid to move on. And it could be the codependency thing. That's a huge addiction. Huge. It's so psychological and emotional. It's a hard addiction. One more. I guess in the long run, this person is going to probably stay. Because they feel happily content here. It's because they're afraid of change. They're never going to leave. So you do need to continue, Taurus, in your path, on your choice, your path. Leave this behind. Leave it behind. And the card that links the two together, the Hermit and the Hermit. Isn't that amazing? You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Capricorn, any of the water signs. Justice here is Libra, and the Emperor is Aries. And then the last card. It's time to move on, Taurus. Time to move on. I know it's easier said than done, and I say that a lot, but I put my feelings in these cards when I read. And if this was me, it's hard. It's hard. Very hard. And let's clarify just the Hermit, just for the heck of it. Yeah, sneaking away, not able to sneak away, not able to turn away. And that could be both of you. This person's not able to leave this person, and you're not able to leave them. It's like a vicious cycle that needs to end. It definitely needs to end. And on the bottom of the clarifying deck, we've got the Four of Pentacles, which tells me that somebody's not letting go. Somebody's still holding on, and it could definitely be both of you. Both of you could still be hanging on. I'm guessing you knew each other from the past. Maybe you had a relationship or something, or some kind of connection that felt strong. Maybe, I don't know. Could it have been a soulmate connection? Let's see what the angels have to say. Let's get advice here and see what we get here. And it could be this person is drinking just to be able to maintain where they are. Or just to put up with somebody. Okay, one card. And the card is... Oh, you are not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. You saw me shuffle. The spiritual teacher. This is the Hermit. So we've got 3 Hermit cards. Okay, real quick. It says that, see, he's got his little lantern too. It says, there are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love and ways in which you might give to those around you. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor or your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. So seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. So they're asking you to find somebody to mentor. In the tarot, it talks about keeping within yourself. Don't try to get opinions from others, but this is telling you if you feel like it, you better maybe get some help from outside. And that definitely, that could be both of you, to be honest. Both of you. Oh my gosh. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. I hope you like this new reading. I like doing these a little bit better. It helps separate the him and the her, or them and the they. Anyway, until I see you next week, namaste.